Namaste Krishna Rao, welcome to IYR Talks. In this edition, I'd like to have your expert opinion on. Of late, we have seen, these land records are being fabricated, bungled, and value of about more than 1,000 crores, 2,000 crores. People are just trying to prop it up with the support of politicians and the henchmen. So, one of such cases which got unraveled recently is the film producer Mr. Shivaram Krishna. And in fact, he won the case in High Court, but Supreme Court is very categorical and very clear in telling that this requires a thorough examination, and or otherwise this would have gone into his hands and he would have made a cool money. What see? We know you working as the land
Commissioner.
commissioner, and you also tried to stop a lot of government lands from encroachment. So, this being the case, you must be knowing the in-depth problems and pitfalls, how these people are just trying to fabricate the documents and trying to uh, do this with the support of like lower officials in the revenue department and also with the support of politicians. So this being the case, now Andhra and Telangana are two distinct parts. So what do you think, where we are heading and how to protect the government lands? That is main important rather than going with a specific reference to a particular person. This sort of instances are more, and many lands would have already been grabbed. So what is the recourse for such a, restoring back to the government this valuable government land, because now land has become scarce and its city is expanding towards all corners. So I want your reflexes on that.
Yeah. No, this is a typical case, and the modus operandi is the same with any number of people who have grabbed government land, especially in Telangana. The reason is as follows. Andhra area was part of the Madras presidency. Under the Madras presidency, Thomas Munro, Raithwari system, a Pakka survey and settlement system has been implemented with FMBs, field measurement books, and everybody knows his boundaries and things like that, and properly demarcated. Unfortunately, Telangana under the Nizam, the revenue records were not all that perfect. Second, it was all mostly Nizam's land, so government land. So, got two porum books, big porum books without any division. All of them are there. And then these are amenable to mischief because some farmana from Nizam, somewhere in the 18th century, 19th century, you get hold of, then build up the record and then grab the land. So this is a modus operandi a lot of people are indulging in. That's where the Department of Archives located at Tarnaka comes in very handy. If you can manipulate records there, then you have do the other thing. And then the Right to Information Act, that's being misused. So you ask for some adangals, copies, and then try to manipulate them, correct them, and then bribe the local people and do it. Definitely at such a level of 1,000 crores, 10,000 crores worth of government land, if somebody was trying to grab, he has the right connections at the right political level. There's no doubt about that. But not just there, down the system also, a lot of people should be helping him. In this particular case, that's what he has done. He went to the archaeology department, got hold of some fellow, and fabricated a document there. First thing has started there. He identified the lands, and with reference to those lands, some farmana of a Nizam he has. And then caught hold of the revenue officials of that particular area, got the village records changed to suit that, built up a link from that farmana to somebody, selling, buying, or whatever it is, or mutation, and then told from them, I bought it, this is my land. And you see the amount of network this fellow should be having in all these offices. So he got that whole thing done. And surprisingly, he won in the High Court, which means either the revenue staff have fully collided with him, or the government pleader who was representing the government's case totally failed to represent the interests of the government. It's just that Supreme Court went into the whole case in detail and was able to find out that these are fabricated documents and dismiss the case, so the land is saved. Otherwise, if you get a Supreme Court order, that's the end of it. I mean, close. I mean, the fellow would have been the owner of that 10,000 crores worth of land. He would have bribed some politicians and got his way through to and done it. It's good that the Supreme Court has gone through and has seen the whole this thing, but it's not this one case only. Number of such cases have happened, especially in Telangana. So it's time. I mean, if government is sincere, they can study those things, file curative petitions, establish fraud. I mean, that's what they will have to basically do, and then carry it on right up to the Supreme Court and get the orders reversed. They can easily be done, but there are quite a number of such cases where real fraudsters and scamsters manipulated the records, got hold of the government land, made it their own, fought it right up to the Supreme Court, and got an order in their favor, and then told, yes, it's my land, and government hands it over. And everywhere, government officials, fully knowing that they may lose the case because they are not going to fight it properly, but still go in appeal so that to save their own skins. Tomorrow they will say, no, there was a Supreme Court order, so we have to hand over the land to that fellow. So this is a very, very systematic land grab scheme that's going on. And good that this fellow was caught. And that should be an eye-opener if the government is sincere to get back to the older cases also, and then build up the case, establish fraud, and go for a curative petition in the Supreme Court of India and save those lands as well.
Yes, sir. Good sense prevail with the government politicians and officers, and some positive action taken in this direction.
Let's hope
Thank you.
so.